Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build for the Newcrest series, which is where I build on all the lots in Newcrest, either a house or a community building, and I'm going to play through the whole town. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, this house, unlike some of my other speed builds, most of them anyway, where I feel like almost any family could live in there. They obviously are specific to the Sims style that I want to live there at the time. But there's nothing crazy outlandish about the houses that makes it so that only a certain family can live there. This house I feel like is different because I can't see many other Sims living here, especially any of them that are in the town right now. It's very specific to this family, and in order for you to understand the craziness going on in this build, I really need to explain the family. So yeah, I will start off with the dad because he's sort of he's kind of important in the family. So his name is Bill Brown, and he even has a boring name because he is literally the most boring guy in the world. Definitely this sim world, that's for sure. He has the gloomy trait. He's not got really anything special about him that makes him distinctive, or he's just very bland. I don't know. The one thing that makes him stand out is the rest of his family, his whole family, and he does love them so much. He has the family oriented trait, so he really cares about his family. He works so hard to give them everything they need. He's just a really hardworking dad, but a really boring one too. But he did work really hard to get his family where they are today in this house specifically. This house is in the rich neighborhood of Newcrest Town. So I think the other houses I've released, probably only Beige Bliss so far in the rich neighborhood, but I'll be releasing the rest of these builds coming up here. Anyway, so it's in the rich neighborhood, and this family, they just don't really belong in this neighborhood. Not that there's something wrong with them, but they are by no means rich. The dad worked his butt off to buy this house for his family because he has a huge family and they just needed some space, and he wanted them to have a really nice house instead of being all cramped up in their tiny place that they were before. There wasn't really a before place, but that's the story anyway. So they're a little bit more odd than the rest of the families that are going to be living in this rich neighborhood area. In fact, I have a feeling the wife of Bill is not going to get along too well with the other ladies in this neighborhood. She's really nice. Her name is Jo, short for Joanne, but the other ladies in this neighborhood are probably going to think lesser of her just because she's not as formal as they are. She's not grown up in like high society kind of with that really glam lifestyle. Like, she doesn't wear makeup. She doesn't really care about her appearance so much that she feels like she needs to dress a certain way. She's a really free spirit, Jo. So that's also a huge reason why this house is so crazy. You probably haven't noticed it quite yet because I haven't put too much of the clutter in, but there's just going to be so much clutter in this house. Jo is not the most organized person. That's just part of who she is, and it has a huge thing to do with her being an artist. So right now she is not going to be making a lot of money as an artist. Her husband is going to be really the only person bringing in money, like he always has been so far. But Bill, he doesn't mind. He loves his wife so much that he just lets her do whatever she wants with the house. And one of the things she did that the most crazy, at least I think so, is she took this formal dining room, I'll be building it in a minute, and she just made it into her art studio. So you'll see when I go into the dining room, I push the table and chairs up against the wall, like she just kind of shoved them over, and I put her art easel in the other corner, and I just make the room really crazy. There's tons and tons of artwork in this house, like an insane amount of artwork in this house specifically. And you've probably seen the name of this house is Color Splash, because her being an artist just makes her want to have the most colorful looking house out there. It looks really good in my opinion, even with all the colors. It still looks like it goes together. It's not crazy outlandish. It is for this neighborhood, but I mean, if I saw a house like this in real life, I would probably really like it, to be honest. I am definitely not the kind of person that likes to have like white walls and white furniture. Oh no, there needs to be a lot of color in the house that I live in, at least. Which, by the way, if you're curious as to what my house looks like, I just did a speed build on it, so you can go check that out on my channel if you're interested. None of the walls are white, I can tell you that. Right, so now I'm working on that art studio that I mentioned before. Art studio slash dining room, I guess. I think the Sims might still be able to eat at that side table, potentially. I think there is nothing blocking them. So, I mean, it is still usable, but you'll see I just put a ton of like boxes and paint cans and tarps and just a bunch of cluttery, weird things that you probably wouldn't normally find in a formal dining room in a rich neighborhood of the house. And if any of the ladies of this neighborhood saw this dining room, they would probably just faint right on the spot because it's so ridiculous and just not not right. I did make sure that the sim could use the easel, so no worries there. I don't know why you would want this house for your Sims unless you have a crazy artist too, but in case you download it off the gallery, everything in that room you can use normally. Which, by the way, my gallery ID is in the description below in case you ever see a speed build and you want to download something. Every speed build I do, I upload to the gallery, so you can get it there if you really like it. So yeah, now I am going to work on a girl's room. There is, so far, 3 daughters that this family has. So there's 5 Sims in total right now. I'm planning on adding another set of twins because the older teenagers are twins, and then there's a younger single child. And this is her room, and I already added the nurseries for preparing for the babies to come. I gave the lot the twin bonus buff thing, forgot what it's called, like inlay line or something like that. So that makes it much more likely that Sims will be born there, which is perfect. I really want another set of twins. Now, you'll probably noticed in that room just now that I did not add any toys for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking about, but I just added like some chairs and like basically a little reading corner. I don't know. That Sim doesn't want a reading corner in her house. She wants toys in her room. So I realized that later when I was going through and taking the screenshots, and I fixed the problem. I added some toys in there, so it's all good now. So you'll be able to see the final product in the screenshots as well as some of the other Sims. So look out for those. That was a weird transition because I think I like seriously cut the video and I didn't want it to like skip randomly. Probably would have been better if it just skipped. Oh well, too late now. So yeah, that room I just built was for one of the teenage twins. Her name is Layla. She's a mischievous twin. She all the sim girls in the family have like ginger hair, except Layla because she dyed her hair blue, like a neon blue. Like she wears the backwards ball cap and all that. She's just kind of she got her mom's free spirit, but it ended up more mischievous than her mom's did. I have a feeling she is going to be bullying the other boys in her neighborhood quite a bit. And this room that I'm working on now is for her sister twin. Her name is Savannah, and she is a lot more pleasant than Layla. She goes for like the pastels. That's why her room is all like that. She is very her like lifetime wish is to meet her soulmate. She loves romance. She's just a really sweet twin, while the other is kind of a devilish twin. I'm really excited to play those two. It's gonna be so fun. Um, and that other room that I built first, the child's room, that's for Maddie. She's turning out to be quite like her mom. She has the artist wish right now as a child, so that's going to be really fun. They're going to have a really nice relationship, I'm thinking. And that's really good because she's going to be the middle child without a twin, and that's just going to be pretty sad for her. I feel a little bad, like, normally she would probably get kind of left out, but since she's so like her mom, I think that won't be an issue. I'll make it so, because I control the Sims, so, uh, and like I said, I am planning to add 2 more Sims, twins. I'm really, 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 really hoping they are girls. Because if they are boys, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. They're gonna have to like rearrange my whole house so that they can have their own room. And yeah, it's just gonna be disaster. I really want just the one dad, Bill, to be the only boy in the house. That's hilarious. So yeah, I'm really hoping for girl Sims. It's gonna be really cramped in this house when I get everything all done, but I'm really looking forward to playing this whole series. So yeah, but I think that's about the end of this speed build. I'm just working on the parents' bedroom now. It's gonna get way more colorful than this, I promise. Anyway, look out for my Newcrest series. It's gonna be coming up really soon here, probably in just a few weeks. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel because I post Sims videos every Friday and Saturday. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!